Let us take the case of buying an IKEA plain table. Its flat pack comes with instruction, screws, and wooden pieces. It takes you hours to put it together, reading through the instruction manual carefully, screwing one part at a time, and double-checking that every part fits together correctly. And then you're finished, and step back and gaze upon your creation. Then something weird happens. You end up loving this table incredibly. It's just furniture, but you end up putting value on it. So why is this? Why do we put too much value on things we build or create ourselves? This is called the IKEA effect. And before we dive right into this fascinating concept, don't you remember to hit that subscription button and notification bell so you don't miss any video such as this one. Let's begin then. IKEA effect is a mental bias where people place too much value on things they themselves made or put together. It is named after furniture retailer IKEA, following research carried out by behavioral economists Daniel M. Moshon, Michael I. Norton, and Dan Ariely in 2011. The authors established that people overvalue their own creations, even when they are simply identical, pre-assembled versions. Don't you observe how much prouder a child is of one he made himself compared to one professionally drawn picture book? How much sweeter does an imperfect home make, no matter how crooked, taste compared to one bought from the store? That's the IKEA effect. The more hands we put to work, literally or figuratively, the more we value it. IKEA effect is grounded on psychological theory, and more particularly, the endowment effect and effort justification. 1. Effort justification. This is borrowed from cognitive dissonance theory. When we put in effort on something, our minds automatically function to justify efforts we've put in. We get our minds to believe that the end product is worth more because we struggled to achieve it. 2. Endowment effect. This phenomenon explains that people overestimate the value of something simply because it is their own. When we create something, we don't necessarily know, but we feel the feeling of ownership, and we believe it is worth more. They demonstrated this effect by having experts perform an experiment whereby the participants did IKEA furniture assembly, created origami, and constructed Lego sets. They found that individuals would pay more money for their own assembled product than they would pay for assembled products. Companies such as IKEA don't just sell furniture, they sell an experience. They enable people to create their own furniture, creating intimacy between the product and the consumer. That business practice isn't unique to IKEA. Think of Build-A-Bear Workshop, where children construct and stuff their own teddy bears, or HelloFresh's meal kit business, where customers prepare their own meals instead of buying pre-prepared meals. They are successful thanks to the IKEA effect. All the work and time people put into something makes them emotionally attached to the outcome. The IKEA effect plays an important role in consumer behavior. Businesses exploit this bias to get customers more satisfied and loyal. Have you ever wondered why some technology products come with an installation step, or why DIY specialty hardware stores keep pushing you to do it yourself? That's why. When people think they've made an investment, they buy and remain invested and continue to desire more. However, there is also the dark side of the IKEA effect. Because we overestimate our own work, we may become blind to their defects. For one thing, business owners may hold on to bad ideas simply because they put time and energy into them. This is also called the sunk cost fallacy. In our personal lives, we may hold on to failing projects simply because they are our own, when more excellent options exist. So then, how do you apply the IKEA effect to your own life? Here are some ways. Enhance learning. Instead of reading or hearing information passively, actively work on it. Summarization, taking notes or educating another person may make the information seem more worthwhile. Be more productive. When motivation is the issue, break enormous tasks into infinitesimal DIY projects. Completing one of them gives the feeling of accomplishment. Enhance business strategies. For a business owner, think about how you can make customers part of the creation process. Whether through customization, assembly line assembly, or experiential interactions, making customers feel involved as part of the creation can enhance satisfaction and loyalty. The IKEA effect is an excellent demonstration of how our minds really work. We don't always prize things on dollar value, we prize them on the amount of effort we put toward them. Whether we are building furniture, cooking, or building a business, efforts make us attached. Once you understand this, you can make wiser decisions, avoid biases, and even turn it back around on us. So the next time you assemble some furniture, pause and be amazed at what you're doing inside your mind. You're not simply building a table, you're building an emotional connection. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to leave your likes, subs, and share it with someone who needs to witness this. See you guys again on the next one.